boy, Genshin Impact with a developers discussion just after all the stuff went down with the FTC, all that other stuff. And yeah, this is my second time recording this because I don't know what happened to my system, but my mic and everything got all messed up. It's still jumbled. I got to figure out everything, right? Let me fix this right here. Boom. OBS bot, come on. Sorry, you guys got to see this fat, right? I already had somebody call me fat phobic in one of my other videos. But anyway, today we're talking about the developers notes that they went ahead and posted, right? And I've already read through this. I'm not surprised by any of this. There's some good stuff, some, meh, okay. I'm going to tell you right now, spoilers, if you're here for artifact presets, that is not going to be here. So let's go ahead and dive right into the developers discussion. Now, they have this cute little thing right here about the training guide. We're talking about optimized character building experience. Now, this goes into a lot of things. So in this first picture, what you're seeing is you're going to be able to see your progress with your current character. In this case, Arlecchino. It's going to tell you in red what you should level up. And it's going to give you like little things of what it's going to tell you, like how much resin it's going to take, or how much you're going to need in general, right? Which is, it's pretty cool, right? I think that's a really cool way of tracking progress. Anyway, anything to track your progress is always beneficial, in my personal opinion. Now, some may go, this wasn't really needed. In my opinion, I do think it is. I think that all games should have something like this, especially when it's well, this isn't really simplified, but it is very descriptive. Like, descriptive in the way that you need it so that you know what you need to do, right? All-around display for level up materials is pretty neat. But what's also cool is that when you come over here, it'll actually show you when you do these domains or anything like that, if your target has been achieved. It'll actually show right here at the bottom, level up requirements. You still, like, for that certain talent, you still need 3 more of the blue book, and then it's going to be like, boom, you can do that now. I think it's needed. Or not really necessarily needed, but it is wanted, right? Casual players do not take the time to actually, like, look up this stuff or anything like that. Why is my OBS bot doing that? Stay right there. Stop. This thing is autoing, and I don't like it. What are you doing? Who told you to start moving like that, you goober? Dude, that's my OBS bot being all weird. But yeah, so I do think that this is nice. It's a very nice touch, right? So definitely something to consider when we're like building up our characters and thinking about the casual audience, right? And that's what I dig. That's what I absolutely dig. OBS bot, stop it. There we go. Gonna turn off the track. Come here. Look at me. Look at me right there. Me and you, chat. It wouldn't be a video without a little bit of scuff, am I right? All right, so let's talk about the material sorting display optimization. This was whatever to me. I didn't really care. As you can see beforehand, you would see the blues before the purples. Now it's going to be yellows, purples, and blues. Kudos, that's great. I don't care. I don't think this is something like crazy, but hey, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense, so I'm happy about that at least. Weapon interface optimizations. I think that this is kind of a cool one. You could actually see what secondary attributes that you're going to be getting as a beneficial type of thing, which is most likely going to be, if you have their primary weapon, you're going to see more people using that as the go-to, right? So they also have a one-click weapon refinement, so you could refine by auto-adding all of the equipment just right there. I like that. I think that that's a needed feature because I get very annoyed with having to do one at a time. It's so frustrating, right? Or just doing click, 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 click when I could just auto. I know that I've unlocked them, right? So pretty cool little schnazzy thing right there, right? So I at least dig that a little bit. It's not something was like needed, but a want, Character interface or optimization. This is kind of one of the ones where I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. You could actually sort by your elements, which ones you're going for, which is dope, right? I don't really like. I look through all my characters anyway, so it is what it is. But let me know in the comments down below if this is something that you're excited for. Serena Teapot update, which I think has been needed. I am so sick and tired of traveling all the time to Tubby to do stuff. Well, now you don't have to, because there's going to be a little scroll that you open up and you can switch your realm layouts. You can create furnishings from there. You can go to the realm depot instantly, right? You just have to go into the teapot instead of going right where Tubby is. So very cool. I dig that. I think that that's a little neat update. It doesn't fix my issues with Serenity Pot myself. I still think that there should not be a build limit. Like, don't limit me on my creativity when it comes to my builds. Let me build how I want to build, and I'll have fun with it. But at the end of the day, this is Genshin Impact. They're going to do what they want to do. But overall, a decent change to Serenity Pot. This was the biggest part of the news, though. And this is covered, like, both of these last two things were covered in one of my previous videos, which I really hope you guys check out. It's talk about, you know, the double sides of Hoyo versus announcements and all that stuff. But since the launch of Sanctifying Elixir, we have closely monitored all feedback about the resource. To provide a better level up experience for you, we will optimize the mechanics of Sanctifying Elixir from version 5.5 onwards, which means that it's not going to be this update. It's going to be the next update, right? So to me, I'm like, okay, so we have to wait another patch for this. Starting from version 5.5, when using Sanctifying Elixir to define artifacts, the defined minor affixes or substats will be guaranteed to receive at least 2 enhancements when enhanced to level 20, thus improving your character building efficiency. Now, this can be taken in 2 ways. The way that one of my friends, Gale Riot, took it was this can go up to 4 enhancements since you're picking 2 of your substats. 2 each goes in there, so you only have to worry about your last enhancement, which would be, you know, the optimistic viewpoint. The pessimistic viewpoint, which is how I took it, is that it's great, but it's only going to be 2 out of your 5 enhancements. Now, does that mean that I'm right and Gale's wrong, or Gale's wrong and Gale's right and I'm wrong? Whatever. I don't know, because the wording is very iffy, right? I think that this could be taken in both ways, but I'm leaning more towards the 2 instead of the 4. Why am I saying that? Because I feel as though every time they announce something like this, it's not going to be the best option. And we've seen that with the Sanctifying Elixir. We've seen that with multiple announcements in the past. Maybe it's me just being, you know, a Debbie Downer when it comes to Genshin Impact. Even though I still love this game, I have fun with it. It's just, it's the realistic part of it. I think realistically, it's going to be 2 out of the 5, not 4 out of the 5. However, if they do 4 out of 5, I think that this is a huge win for Sanctifying Elixir and makes it actually worth the whole BS that you have to deal with. And the reason why I say that is because if you're a free-to-play player, you're only getting 1 Sanctifying Elixir, guaranteed, mind you, every patch. You could get Sanctifying Elixir from events, but it's not guaranteed that they're going to do that, right? So to have this as a possibility makes it better. However, even just with 2, I think that that's already a good thing, right? Because getting 2 out of the 5 to be, you know, your crits is already a blessing in disguise. I think that that's a wonderful thing right there, but it's not the best option, right? I still think that they need to uncap the limit of Sanctifying Elixir, in my personal opinion, when it comes to your artifacts. You should be able to just keep on getting Sanctifying Elixirs, so that way you can actually get the artifacts you want. It's your time that you're grinding. It's your materials that you're using. Why not just let us have as much Sanctifying Elixir as we can get? But that's a topic for another day. Overall, these developer notes are decent. I'd give it a solid 6 out of 10. I don't think that these were the most amazing dev notes, but there are some good things that came from it, like the Sanctifying Elixir update. So, I don't know. Maybe people will consider me pessimistic when it comes to this stuff. I think that now I just need to take on a realistic approach when it comes to announcements like this. So, let me know in the comments down below what you think about this dev notes. Are you excited for the Sanctifying Elixir update, the Serenity Pot updates, or are you ready to be able to track your character's progression without having to go through all the nitty-gritty of finding different guides? Once again, this is Tyler signing off. Thank you so much for letting me entertain you, and as always, we will catch you in that next video. Please take care and be safe.